Alright, we live, bro. Alright, go ahead and read, bro.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 13. It reads, "In all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect."
Before we go any further, I want to turn towards the east, facing Jerusalem, and we're giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Machakadash. Yahweh is the true name of our Heavenly Father, whom the word ignorantly know is God, Jehovah, and Yahweh. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, our King, Lord, and Savior, whom the word ignorantly know as Jesus Christ. Ba'ashem, Machakadash is in the name of the Holy Spirit. The inspiration given to us to edify only those that have been given the ears to hear. Double honor to our teachers, the apostles, bishops, and elders in great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the believers that subscribe and listen to this truth wholeheartedly through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And we're the brothers here from the great millstone, Memphis Count. I got with me, and I'm the brother Taza Mop. And we're just coming at you with an exhortation / admonition, all right? Dealing with thinking. Men of the Lord are always thinking, all right? Men of the Lord, all right? The elect of the nation of Israel, beginning with the 144,000, are always thinking. Why? Because we're commanded to think. As you saw, as we opened up with Exodus 23 and 13, I'm going to have the brother read it again, and I want to get that word circumspect.
It reads, "In all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth."
Right. So we're focusing primarily on being circumspect, okay? Which the Hebrew word should be shamar.
The Hebrew word for circumspect is shamar. Outline biblical usage: to keep, guard, observe, give heed.
Keep going.
Yeah. To keep, have charge of. To keep guard, keep watch. Protect, save, watch, watchman. To watch for. Wait for. To watch, to observe.
Here's the key point. Go ahead, lift up your voice.
Yeah.
Here's the key point.
To keep, retain, treasure up in memory.
To keep, retain, treasure up in memory, man. Okay? So if you truly a man of the Lord, if you truly are the Lord's elect, you're going to always be thinking, because these words are like a treasure unto you, man. Okay? You got something?
That's it. To pay heed, yeah, beware.
That's it. That's it. Now we want to go to I think that's 1 Thessalonians. No, it's Timothy. Salaki, it's Timothy. What Timothy tells us to be circumspect, right? Ephesians, that's what I'm talking about. I said Timothy. It's actually Ephesians 5 and 15, right?
This is Ephesians chapter 5 and 15. It reads, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise."
And so when you get that in the EMP, not the EMP, the AMP, the amplified version, it says, therefore see that you walk carefully, living life with honor, purpose, right? Purpose. So the reason why we always thinking, because we know that what? We have a purpose. Yeah, this car ain't got red. I didn't even see it like that. Living life with honor, purpose, and courage, shunning those who tolerate and enable evil. You see that? So you always have to be having that spirit of discernment, which is a thinking man's spirit. Every time you interact with people, every time you go into the grocery store, every time you leave in and out of your house, you know, you always observing and judging things in the spirit. Okay? Always. It says, not as the unwise, but as wise, sensible, intelligent, discerning people. You see what I'm saying? Intelligent, discern. That's what men of the Lord are supposed to be. We're supposed to be sensible, right? Meaning having good sense. Not common sense, good sense. The Lord deals with you having good sense, which is wisdom, exercising righteous judgment, man. Okay?
I got a precept there.
Go ahead, brother. Go with it.
This is Sirach 27:12. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding.
Right. And you got to watch what you say when you're around people, man. Okay? You got to know whether or not it's expedient for you to even engage in conversations with certain people. You know? Sometimes it's not necessary or needed for you to say anything to certain people.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes it's only needed for you to say just enough. But when you're around brothers, all right, the conversation should be what? About spiritual things. You know, we have other reasons and things that brothers share similar hobbies, you know, that we talk about certain things that, you know, we indulge in that entertain us or comfort us. But mainly, our conversation should be what? Okay? About Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's return, the righteousness, you know, the principles of this book, okay? Ultimately about righteousness, right? Let's get, you got something?
No.
Let's get 2 Peter back in that point. What manner of person ought you to be? So you should always be thinking about, you should always be thinking about righteousness. You should always be thinking, like, even when you're not thinking about the kingdom, you're just making a simple choice to do something, whether or not it's right or wrong. You should be thinking, like with everything, Scripture saying, all things be circumspect. And all things. Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things should be dissolved, what manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Yeah, you're supposed to be living like these worldly people, all willy-nilly, chasing after vanity. No. The scriptures, the Lord said, remove far from me vanity and lies. All right? But how are you going to know if something is the truth or the lie if you're not walking circumspectly, if you're not examining? Okay? That's the key thing. We're supposed to be examining all things, man. Okay?
Yep. Because the word conversation is at the strife in the Greek, going to your manner, your conduct here on this earth. So what manner of person are you to be? A man of the Lord. If you call yourself a man of the Lord, you should not say, I wasn't thinking. You're always supposed to be thinking no matter what. You know?
Yep.
How you move, you're supposed to be thinking. Right? Before you put clothes on, you think about what you're going to wear. Before you cross the street, you got to look both ways.
Yeah.
So it's judgment.
Before you put food in your body, you should consider what it is. Before you drink certain beverages, you should think, like, what is in it?
Yep.
You should not be going in the grocery store and just picking shit up. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be doing that without reading the ingredients. What's in it? That's not a wise man. You know? I got a precept unless you have some more.
Listen on that.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5, starting at verse 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. Okay? For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. So here it is, the Lord has given us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You don't want to bring wrath upon yourself by walking around here in a Babylonian state of mind. Like you're confused about the devices of you know, Satan and the traps that he got out here, you know. And then, you know, Jacob find themselves in these situations where they health bad, you know, they make bad decisions and they end up getting like financial jams. You find yourself going through these things and then you want to say Satan just fucking with me. No, you gave Satan, you wasn't being sober. You wasn't being vigilant. So you gave Satan opportunity to seize you.
Yeah, that you wasn't thinking. A lot of brothers, you know, what we think with the little head, man. You gotta come out that spirit, you know, use the big head, man. Right? You're not thinking, oh, that woman, you know, you answer she got a man or not, you just want to pop her, man. You that dog with the pink thing hanging out 24/7, man. You gotta constantly think, man. You have some more?
Yeah, I want to jump down. Okay. 1 Thessalonians 5:21. Prove all things, which I'm gonna read it in the AMP, but this is the KJV first. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Verse 21 in the AMP. 1 Thessalonians 5:21, Amplified Version. But test all things carefully, so you can recognize what is good.
How you test it by proving it, man? You discerning it. You got it.
So you can recognize what is good. Hold firmly to that which is good. Abstain from evil. Abstain from every form of evil. Withdraw and keep away from it. You know? But the main point that I wanted to expound on is testing all things carefully. So what does it mean to test? Examine. You know? Just examine things, man. Test things out. Observe. Watch and see what's going on. You know? Didn't Circumspect say something about observing, keeping guard, watching?
Watching, yeah.
You know?
Your head on the swivel pretty much. But I thought about this. This is Proverbs 14 and 15.
God.
The simple believe in every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings.
Yup.
In the NLT, only simpletons believe everything they are told. The prudent carefully consider their steps.
Carefully consider. That's thinking.
Yeah, they
That's
thinking
thinking.
before they move, man.
That's thinking. In the AMP, it says the naive or inexperienced person. So when you come into this truth, you're coming into an experience.
Yeah.
You come into the experience of righteous judgment. So you gotta exercise some of them.
Sound like conversation. Yeah.
No sense. But when you come into this truth, you come in of good sense. So you start to exercise that good sense, right? That's what makes you experience in other things that most people are not. Like the average person can't tell you why pork is bad for you.
Yeah.
Can't tell you why shrimp is. You know, the average person can't tell you why you should keep your beard on your face, why you need to eat the herbs, why you don't need to eat the standard American diet. You know, why you don't need to drink sodas. The average person can't tell you that. You knowing that and still indulging in it, you know, you being naive. The naive, or it's simple, the naive or inexperienced person is easily misled and believes every word he hears. But the prudent man is discreet and astute and considers well where he is going. You know? And this is what, you know, we are admonishing brothers, especially new to the faith. You know, 1 year, certain things are acceptable, you being in not knowing. You know, I just start with 6 months. 6 months, you know, 1 year, you know. But every year you should be growing in the experiences of men that's around you, the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the things that they teach us, you know. And not be that guy that do some dumb shit and you ask why you did it. I wasn't thinking.
It's like you did it. Like I wasn't thinking.
I wasn't thinking. And that's not an acceptable answer.
Yeah, for may the Lord, you know. I had some more.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4 and 16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Yep.
And this in the NLT. Keep a close watch on how you live.
Woo!
And on your teaching. You know?
Always thinking. Can I help you, sir? We're not selling anything. We're preaching the Bible. We're preaching the gospel of the Bible. Yeah. Okay. All right, you too. Go ahead.
1 Timothy 4 and 16 in the NLT. Keep a close watch on how you live and on your teaching. Right? How you live. But now the Spirit coming down heavy from the apostles on down, right? From apostles, elders to what? To work out.
Yeah.
Change our diet up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exercise.
Exercise,
You
man.
know, take heed to your health, man. You know, you don't know what type of situations and predicaments we will be coming into in this time of great tribulation, man. You know, you might have to walk miles.
Wow.
You know, that might be the difference between you being able to stay amongst a group of brothers and being separated and being by yourself.
You're on your own.
They might chase down a whole camp of brothers, and you amongst that group of brothers, but you weren't exercising and being in shape. And when it was time to run or walk a long distance, you had to get left behind.
Yeah.
You know, you had to be on your own because you couldn't keep up with the pack.
Yeah, you couldn't jump a gate.
You couldn't jump a gate. You couldn't crawl. You couldn't, you know.
You understand?
Not even just about physical things. You couldn't be quiet.
Damn.
You know, you couldn't, like, you might be tired, you gotta be quiet. You gotta stay low, you know.
In an uncomfortable
In an
position.
uncomfortable position. That's why my brother say, hey man, work on your be able to move. You don't wanna get up in age, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no excuse for brothers in their 20s and 30s, you know. It really ain't no excuse for brothers in their 40s, but when you start getting up in age, things get a little more strenuous and harder to maintain so far as health. But what's the excuse when our apostles were 60 years old, walking 5 miles a day, 6 miles a day? What is the excuse for us younger brothers in this thing, man? You see how they eat, you see how they living, you see how they showing us the secrets about the medicines in the earth and how you know, detox and cleanse and how you get natural electrolytes and showing you the quality of the foods that you're supposed to eat, you know, the waters you're supposed, like, we've been given everything. We have to utilize these things like we got good sense.
And apply it.
Yeah.
You know, speaking myself first and foremost. You actually gotta apply for what you want, you know. You teaching others, you gotta applying, you know, applying it.
Unprofitable to yourself.
Yeah.
The scripture says one that's wise that teaches many, yet is unprofitable to himself.
Not the water. So
Like the cat, which I hate even speaking on him, but just something that kind of came to my mind. This guy used to be drinking Coca-Cola's prophesying. You know, so-called chief priest. You know, formerly known as chief priest, now known as mega what's it called? Pegasus, yeah. But either way, man, you know, the scriptures say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. You know, you don't know how one decision not to eat right or not to exercise and not to take care of your body will affect you in the long run, where you can't even serve the Lord.
yeah.
You know, being insatiable, you know, not having any control over your diet, like you just eat meat, you eat meat, cheese, and bread all the time. You ain't eating no vegetables,
No salads.
you know what I'm saying? You everything you drinking got high fructose corn syrup, hella sugar in it, you know. Now you know you wondering why your skin breaking out and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because of how you eat, man.
Yeah. No.
That's just one thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mean to just stay on that. That's just one thing, man.
Yeah, you wonder why, precepts come to your head. You
Yep.
go out, your brain always feeling foggy,
Yep.
foggy. You know, it's good to fast sometimes. Intermittent fast,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
You shouldn't wake up and just eat a chicken biscuit. You know,
Wonder why
8
you
a.m.
can't sleep good at night.
Yep.
The scriptures say moderate eating. If you will get that, Baba Kushal, it's in the Apocrypha, it's in Sirach. Moderate eating bringing forth good rest or something like that, but it deals with how you eat dictates how you sleep. You know? You shouldn't always be stuffing yourself. Know you're finna get ready to go to bed, and now your digestive system trying to work while your mind trying to, it don't work, man. Your stomach and your brain is connected. Okay?
Yep.
You see it deals with moderate eating and rest. Yeah, that's it. I think
it's about 31:20.
yeah, that's it. So Rock 5 and 12.
Oh, that's it?
I believe that was it. Yeah, it's just in a different translation. It looked like it say.
Man, this is breaking it down.
Oh, it's breaking it down.
Let me go to it.
Yep.
Hey, like I said, it's too long. You're gonna have moments where you fucked up. Decide to eat some cookies or whatever. But it shouldn't be an everyday thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not unlawful to eat cookies. It's not unlawful to eat cake. You know, it's just like the scriptures say, in all things, be circumspect. You know, you can't eat that shit all the time.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta eat it in moderation.
Yep.
And certain things, like almost like the older you get, the less frequently you gotta eat it. That's really what it is. You know, like you get older, like you probably once or twice a year need to be talking about eating a lot of sweets or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. This is Sirach 31:20. Sound sleep coming of moderate eating. He rises early, and his wits are with him, but the pain of
So
watching.
just because you see a cake or a sweet potato pie or a peach cobbler there, you know, it look good, you need to be thinking rather not, damn, do I need to eat that right now? Man, I'm finna go to bed, and I really ain't been just really eating right. Man, you know, I gotta say no, because some people don't know how to, like, whatever people give them, they take it. You got some people, they got their saying, I don't turn down none but my collar. I don't turn down shit but my collar. So whatever somebody give them, they just eat it. They just dispose of it like a fucking garbage disposal.
Like a pig.
Like a pig, man.
They all what to eat. Cause they love their bacon.
Don't
man.
self-control.
Yep.
You know?
But the pain of watching and cola and pangs of the belly are with an unsatiable man.
An insatiable man.
Yep.
You know?
And I got the Good News translation. People who eat too much get stomach aches and cannot sleep. If you don't overeat, you can't get a good night's sleep.
They say, so read it again.
If you don't overeat,
You can get a good night's
you
sleep.
can get a good
Yeah,
night's
if
sleep.
you don't overeat, you can get a good night's sleep.
Water.
You know?
Then if you don't overeat, you can get a good night's sleep and
Yep.
wake up early the next morning
Yep.
feeling fine.
And it'll cut down on how many hours of sleep you gotta get.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm speaking on this through experience. I'm not just speaking on this through something I heard. Like, when I intermittent fast and I cut my eating off, you know, 4 to 5 hours before I go to sleep, you know, I can go to sleep later and still get better rest. I can get 5, 6 hours of sleep and feel like I got 8 to 9 hours of sleep.
Yep.
Versus I ate on a full, ate and went to bed on a full stomach and slept 8 hours, but I didn't get no quality sleep, you know? Then wake up to 8 hours later, but I felt like, damn, I just went to sleep an hour ago.
Yep. This is the CEB, the Common English Bible. It said healthy sleep depends on not stuffing yourself. That's why you got a lot of big shellers too, man. They said such people arise early and feel good. The gluttons, the glutens, how you say what? The gluttons.
The gluttons,
Yep.
gluttony, like deal with people that's greedy when it comes to eating,
Yeah.
you know, greedy eaters. That's what a glutton is.
Don't know what.
You can't have enough.
Yeah. All you can eat buffet. They say the gluttons suffer the pains of insomnia, nausea, and colic.
Yup.
That's it on it.
Yup. So that's why, you know, we doing this lesson, just exhorting and admonishing brothers. Like, look, always be thinking about what you're doing to yourself. You know, always be thinking of all the time of everything. First and foremost, yourself, because working out your own salvation is the first thing, right? So you got to be conscious of how you treating yourself, man. What you doing? Are you living according to this wisdom? Are you just moving along in the world like everybody else, though you've been initiated into this truth? That's being a moron, man. Don't be no moron, man. I got a real quick one, bro. Back in Proverbs 14, verse 18, in the AMP, the naive are unsophisticated and easy to exploit. Don't be easy, man. You know, dealing with brothers that deal with women, women want to exploit you. Look up that word, exploit. E-X-P-L-O-I-T. You know, dealing with brothers that come into this truth, and you know, you really never dealt with women like that before in the world, and you don't really know how they are. Well, Lord will, I'm able to do this inspiration next. The only thing that's more powerful than women is the truth. The only thing in this world that's more powerful than women is the truth. And Lord will, in the inspiration that I do, I'll break that down for you. Women want to exploit you, man. A woman's mind is to exploit a man. Go ahead, bro.
It's saying the AI overview. To exploit someone means to treat them unfairly for one's own selfish advantage, often by taking advantage of their weakness, label, or ideas with little or no compensation or reciprocation.
Yeah.
Manipulation.
That's what a woman want to do. The prefix of the word manipulate is man. A woman, her purpose, right, on this earth in Babylon today, because the seed that she inherited from the serpent, she wants to manipulate, right? She wants to take advantage over you.
Yep. There's too many simps out here, man. You gotta man the fuck up.
A woman always thinking of how she can get advantage over a man. Always.
Always. Manipulation. That's it.
It says the naive are unsophisticated and easy to exploit and inherit foolishness, you know? But the sensible are thoughtful. The sensible are thoughtful and farsighted and are crowned with knowledge.
Damn.
I mean, that's self-explanatory, man.
Yeah. I don't know. That's
Thoughtful means always thinking.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
I don't know. Okay, with that.
You don't want to bring it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't bring that in.
I got one though.
Yeah, I would think about the Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna read it very quick.
Go ahead.
The Ecclesiastes 85. Whoso keepeth commandment shall fear no evil thing, and a wise man heart discerneth both time
And the heart
judgment.
goes into law, the Hebrew word law, which means mind.
Mind.
You know, a wise man's mind is always discerning. That's a beautiful precept. Because the one I want to end on is with a spiritual man judges all things, discerneth all things. You'll read it again?
Yep.
See what it say in the AMP.
The AMP?
Yeah.
Alright.
If you got the NLT.
Yeah, I got the NLT up right now. I get the AMP too. We say, whoso keepeth commandment shall fear no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. Because to every purpose,
Exodus 23 and 13 was a commandment.
yeah.
Be circumspect in all. That's a commandment. Be circumspect in all things.
Yep. Then it says verse 6, because to every purpose there is a time and judgment. Therefore the misery of man is great upon him. So we always supposed to be discerning the time and thinking. It's saying, what's that, Sirach, the 18th chapter, think upon the wealth that should be at the end.
Yep.
Those that are not thinking are what the indiscreet.
Yep.
The ones who those that care about the Lord's return, those who are not watching for the second coming. You know? So they're gonna get caught off guard, man.
Yep.
Look at that AAP for you.
That's what watching is about. Staying on your watch. It's about not being caught off guard. We supposed to be watchmen for our people. But how you gonna watch out for the people and you ain't watching yourself?
Like this Ecclesiastes 8 and 5 in the AMP. Whoever keep in the zeal of a warrior command will experience neither trouble nor misery.
Hey, the Lord is that warrior. We say in Exodus.
I can't spell that for
Oh, Salaki. I thought you said whoever keeps and observes a royal command.
Yeah.
A royal command and a warrior's command.
Yep, same thing.
Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're warriors. You know? Go ahead.
For a wise heart will know the proper time and appropriated procedure.
Read that again.
Yeah.
Yep.
For a wise heart will know the proper time,
The proper time
and appropriated procedure.
and appropriated procedures. You know?
Hey, what the Lord saying? You hypocrites, how can you discern the face of the sky, but not the times we're living in now?
Yep.
Well, prepare faithfully. But verse 6 of that, it said, for there's a proper time and appropriated procedure for every delight. Though mankind's misery and trouble lies heavily upon him who rebels against the king.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, this is our King David right here, right? Psalms 39 and 1 in the KJV, and I'm gonna read it in the AMP as well, right? It says, the vanity of life, a psalm of David. I said, I will take heed to my ways, right? Watch, I will watch my ways, that I sin not with my tongue.
Think before you speak.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The scriptures say,
Don't be rash with
a
that
fool.
mouth.
Yeah, and it also say, a fool's heart is in his mouth, but a wise man's mouth is in his heart. Meaning, wise men think before they speak. A lot of people just like to hear themselves talk, so they'll say anything, you know, and they ain't thinking about what they're saying before they speak. You see that? You see what I'm talking about? Yo, that's it. So the heart of fools is in their mouth.
Yep. It's Sirach 21 and 26. The heart of fools is in their mouth, but the mouth of the wise is in their heart.
Yeah.
Thinking, man.
Thinking. Thinking before you speak. It says, I will take heed to my ways that I sin not with my tongue. I will keep my mouth with a bridle while the wicked is before me. So this is a wicked world. So the wicked is before us. They are the head and we are the tail. You know, we in a society now where we are automatically demonized before we even speak.
Yeah.
They looking for us to say some stupid shit or do something dumb. You know, they don't look at us as a wise and understanding people as the Lord set us up to be. You know, and can you blame them? Right?
Backseat.
Can you blame them? Look at what our people are doing for the most part. Look at how they're conducting themselves. Look at the manner of life. They live in lives of vanity. Majority of our people, right, live lives of vanity.
And so like, this King David, and now I'm thinking about the time when King David played dumb. You know, with their king, went to the.
That's what this is. It says, I was done with silence. I held my peace, even from good, and my sorrow, even from good, and my sorrow was stirred.
Damn.
See, I was mute and silent before my enemies.
Critical thinking. You gotta have that. You gotta be quick on your feet, right?
Like Elder Menazes Zakbar say, a lot of you niggas on your job trying to break down to the lunch lady how she an Israelite, how she supposed to have fringes on her hairnet and all this old goofy shit, you know. You trying to break down to the gender, hey, he the tribe of Ephraim, or he the tribe of Issachar, or he the tribe of Benjamin,
Yeah.
you know, and he just waiting to go tell on your ass and get you fired. Just go and say, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man.
Casting out your pearls before swine.
And them two birds, like, well, not both of them, that's two creatures that are not looking to be seen like that. You know, you don't see doves every day, you know, and if you see a snake, you in his territory. You know, most of the time, snakes be trying to be camouflaged out the way. Yep. But that was the point. We can get that 1 Corinthians 2 and close out on that. Started 14 and 15.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 14. It reads, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
Because the Lord said in the book of, I want to say that's 2 Ezra 14, the thoughts of mortal men are miserable. And their devices, meaning their plans, are uncertain. So the Lord he said he knows that he has for us to give us a
Peace and something else.
yeah. He knows the plans that he has for us. So devices go in the plan. So we need to be mindful of our purpose in the plans of Yahweh Bashim Hawashah, man. You know? You see what I was talking about? He knows the thoughts that he has towards us.
I said plan.
Yeah, it was just, yeah, I just put plans. It's really, he knows the thoughts. Basically to give us the kingdom. But this is what you found.
Yeah, I know. This is Jeremiah 29 and 11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the Lord.
I know the thoughts that I think towards you. So we supposed to know the thoughts that we think towards Yahweh Bashim Hawashah. You know? He's given us all the knowledge and understanding we need to make it back to him. You know?
God.
And that is that's why we always supposed to be thinking. That's exactly why we supposed to always be thinking, you know?
It said thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end.
To give us an expected end, man. So don't do things to cut your journey short. Like, don't do things and say things and you know, cut your journey short, man. You can, you know, fuck yourself off, man, just by not thinking.
By not thinking, man.
The Lord always thinking about us. That's why the angels are always watching over us, man. You gotta be mindful of that every day. You can't take that for granted, man. You know?
Yeah. Look how many people went to jail because they made a rash decision.
Yup.
Or lost their job because they just walk out.
Yup.
You know?
Ain't got no self-control, unable to have any type of poise, you know, not unable to rule over your spirit.
Yep. So it say back in 1 Corinthians 2 and 4.
Let me get this real quick. Baba Kushas. 2 Ezra 14 and no, that's not the one. I'm getting two precepts together, but I know where I want to go though. It's actually Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 14. For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable. Now, concerning the mysteries that Yahweh Shah said he only gave to the elect, right? Matthew 13, 9 and 10, where he say, it's not given unto them, it's given unto you.
To know the mysteries.
It's not given unto them, it's given unto you. It's not given unto them to know the mysteries. When you go in the word mysteries, it said what? Not given to ordinary mortals. Why? Because ordinary mortals are not thinking about the kingdom of heaven. They're not thinking about the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Hawashah. Right? So this is what Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 14. For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable. and our devices are but uncertain. You know? So we're supposed to be filtering everything with the Spirit. You go back to 2 Corinthians. We're supposed to be filtering everything through the Spirit, not thinking out of our own belly. You know?
Back in 1 Corinthians 2:14 from the top. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Go ahead.
But he that is spiritual judgeth all things.
He that is spiritual judgeth all things, because he's always thinking all things. Go ahead, bro.
Yet he himself is judged of no man.
Right. Because a spiritual man's judgment, it comes from the heavens. So a spiritual man, even if another brother comes to them and questions his judgment, he's looking at that brother's mind like, okay, this is another man of the Lord. This is not a fleshly man. This is not an ordinary mortal judging me. This is a man of the Lord coming to me. Okay? Which this world gets misconstrued with this concept that only God can judge me, and judge ye not, lest ye be judged. But that's not saying that men can't judge you. You know, spiritual man, a man that's not natural in his thinking, that thinks according to the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, he can judge you. He can tell you what your judgment is going. That's just like if I met somebody that was an adulterer, I'm able to judge what their punishment is going to be. Yeah, you keep living like that, you're going to be put to death. Yeah, you're going to die. You know, that's why I can judge the lifestyle of a mope. You know?
Yeah, this ain't Planet Fitness, man.
No judgment zone.
Yeah, we judging, man. You know? If a grown-ass man with some booty shorts on, I'm judging it.
Yeah.
Man. I know what type it is.
I know what type of nigga that is.
I know what type of man it is. You
Yeah.
call on Most High Christ blessed.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Woman with her ass cheeks hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm able to judge that that's a hoe.
That's a hoe. And with the man beside her, that's a simp.
But I'm supposed to treat you like you royalty. You know? Come on, man.
You know?
So don't be simple, man. Men of the Lord are always thinking. The Lord willing, you were edified with that. We turn towards the east again, facing Jerusalem, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh, Kwam Yasharallah, Abba Babal, Shalom.
Shalom.